Ba, 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 da, da, da. Restream. There we go. Oh, what's up, everyone? Dude, I want to see some. I want to know if y'all disagree with this. Let's see. How do I get to me? I probably have to look me up, don't I? Appreciate the gift, man. Thank you. That's an old video. I'm not from Buffalo, but Buffalo's my team. Let's see. We're not gonna watch me, actually. Let's see. What should we watch on here, guys? What should we watch? Da Bills. Let's go Bills. Let's see. I might actually just play a game. Chair, what's up, bro? What up, my man? Hey, Chair, appreciate you, big dog. Glad I could do something for you, my man. Fan from New Zealand, dude. I appreciate that. Let me pop this backwards so I'm not looking completely like a fool. Let's see. No, I haven't. I should, though. I need to watch. I don't know how I haven't watched it yet, to be honest with you. It seems really good. So, like, I'm going to watch it, obviously. Dude, I wonder if there's a video that we can watch actually talking about how overpowered Sandman is. Let's see. See if we can watch something on Sandman. Randman. I just realized I typed Randman. Randman is not quite what I'm looking for. It's just some dude named Randy. I don't think we want to hear from Randy. That's not our guy. Randy's not our guy. Mozambique. Mozambique, yeah. Let's see. I also just realized I typed in Sandman when I meant to type in Plastic Man. Any Superman comic suggestions for a first-time reader? Oh, we're supposed to watch this.
What is the greatest...
Jesus. I would suggest, just because it's its own separate thing, so it really doesn't require any form or knowledge whatsoever, but it also gives you for a feel of who the character is, I would just suggest All-Star Superman. That's just who I'd suggest. Um, how can Plastic Man beat Sandman? Sandman's a lot easier to beat than Plastic Man, I will say. Appreciate you, Blake. Appreciate you, man. Dude, let's watch why Sandman.
Superpower.
Or Plastic Man is so crazy.
Maybe it's laser vision.
Let me know if y'all
or
can hear
cold
this, by the
breath,
way.
Or the power to eat literally anything. Although that does somewhat sound like a really cool power to possess, it pales in comparison to stretchy powers, and I'll explain. Because this is a fucking Plastic Man video after all. But before doing so, I'll first want to explain who Plastic Man is before getting into the whole debacle of explaining
I'm curious
why
what
his
this dude
powers
has to
were
say
so
about
cool
him.
to begin with. So first off, Patrick Eel O'Brien was a petty criminal doing almost any job that paid cash. One night, he and his accomplices got hired to steal some documents from a chemical plant, and while recovering them, they were surprised by a guard and a shootout ensued. The guard
I don't want to know about who Plastic Man is. Let's look at his powers.
can conceive. Plastic Man can flatten his body to slide through the most narrow of spaces. He can increase his body size to the height of a skyscraper building.
Dude, so that little figure right here, this guy that Plastic Man is fighting here is literally like Martian Manhunter when he's like amped to 1,000,000. And like no one could really figure out how to fight him. So they were just straight up like, let's just send Plastic Man after him. So Plastic Man just got super big and somehow managed to defeat him when literally no one else could. So, is that Heat Blast, dude. Heat Blast witches.
That's at least 70 stories tall. He can also stretch his body to completely envelop a skyscraper building that's at least 70 stories tall. And though he's quite durable when he chooses to be, Plastic Man is not beyond physical destruction. Nor can he just take on Superman like Willie.
Yeah, so he's not beyond physical destruction. He can be destroyed, but he's going to just like come back together eventually. Like he's almost like, he's basically unkillable. Like, you can put him down for a second, but he's going to come back. So them saying he couldn't like go against Superman here, I agree with that to a certain extent, whereas Superman could just frost breath him, because one of Plastic Man's very few weaknesses is going to be like being excessively cooled down and then just, like broken into pieces. That is something that we have seen work against him, but he also just kind of like comes back together after a while. So yeah, like Superman on a one-on-one encounter would be able to consistently beat him, just because of that little detail of Superman's powers, the frost breath itself. But all it takes is one time of Plastic Man catching him off guard, and he could like snake his way into his body somehow and like crush his heart or something. So, you know. Toby, I'm just watching a video on Plastic Man. Like, we're not gonna watch too much of it because, you know, don't want to spend the whole time watching someone else's stuff. But albeit to whoever this Mullet Man Comics, 1.2 million views on this. Good stuff. Good stuff. Appreciate you, Toby. Appreciate you, big dog.
He still has his limits.
Let me know if y'all
Plastic
can't
Man
hear
is
this, by the
also
way.
immortal and does not age beyond the point
Joey!
of one of his powers. It'd also take an incredible magnitude of power to actually destroy Plastic Man, because even exploding him down to molecular particles,
That's very
it
true.
won't actually
I hear that.
permanently destroy Plastic Man.
Yeah.
He will just eventually gather his particles and restore himself. Plastic Man can also survive the vacuum of space, though the deep cold would freeze him. But once brought back to a normal environment, he'd be completely fine all over again. Extreme heat can also cause Plastic Man to melt, although over time he would eventually be able to restore himself once he attains
so
normal.
everything about him is a matter of like, you can defeat him temporarily, but he's going to come back. Like, the people who claim, you know, someone like a Deadpool or a Lobo, who are just like, oh, you can't actually defeat these guys because of their insane regeneration. It's to the same level with Plastic Man, I'd argue. Like, Plastic Man may not have like a healing factor, how they do necessarily, but because he can control every molecule of his body, no matter what you do to him, he's just literally going to come back together. Could Plastic Man versus Iceman ever fully end? I think that's a great question. I think Iceman would probably have the best shot of anyone who could probably ever go against him, other than straight up like reality warpers or something like that. I think Iceman could probably get Plastic Man, maybe to a point that's so cold that maybe it would interact with his body in a very interesting way. But we haven't seen that work outside of even him becoming, frozen, breaking apart, and then coming back together again, So, to answer your question, maybe Iceman could defeat him. But then again, it might just be, like you said, a continuous thing of he's frozen, he broke out, he regenerated, he's frozen, he broke out, on and on and on again. What's up, Ed? Who do you think would win, Plastic Man, Iceman, or Dr. Manhattan? Dr. Manhattan, just because, as much as Plastic Man is able to control his molecules, Dr. Manhattan probably has an even more powerful control over Plastic Man's molecules than even he does. So he could probably just obliterate him, erase his molecules in a way that he could never regenerate. So yeah, and then Dr. Manhattan over Iceman, just pretty much for the same exact reason. Iceman is insane. Don't get me wrong. Give him every bit that he is due. But Dr. Manhattan's Dr. Manhattan. Kim, what's up? Do you reckon he could beat all of the Justice League alone? I don't know about all of them alone. Again, it's probably just going to be this continuous cycle of boom, boom, boom until Batman could probably come up with something. Luke, can you simply explain reality warping? Yes. So there is a difference, I guess you could say, between reality warping and matter manipulation. That is where it can get a little funky, but basically, I'm trying to say it in a way that won't cause more confusion on you. I guess easiest way to say it would kind of be like this. You see this iPhone? No, you don't, because I just turned it into a bird. That's kind of it. That's kind of the easiest way for me to say it. It is super confusing. I feel like it doesn't it's not a power I feel like that's very consistent. I feel like a lot of times, what's up, Moses? I feel like a lot of times, people who have reality warping as an ability, they're super powerful in some stories, and then when they need to be nerfed, all of a sudden the reality warping just isn't as great for them. So it's kind of this constant back and forth of being dude, what the heck is going on, man? You know what I mean? I don't know if that helped or not. Hopefully it did. Probably didn't. Give me 1 second. I was hoping that would help me. Oh, it kind of did. Sorry, give me 1 second, guys. Okay, that helped. Do you think Plastic Man could survive in hell? That is an interesting point, because it's what's up, King? It's this. I think the only way to truly defeat someone like a Plastic Man would probably be to put him in a continuous state where the thing that he is vulnerable or weak to never ends. For example, if you wanted to maybe perhaps permanently kill him, you freeze him, break him apart, and then put him in a climate-controlled environment where that temperature never raises to make sure that he never thaws out. Now, would he actually be dead in that, or would his consciousness basically just be spread out into all these little ice cubes? I don't 100% know. But that would probably be the only way to consistently put him down. Just straight up freeze him, break him apart, hope that he never thaws out, So something like hell, it depends, because, of course, how Marvel and DC depicts their hells are drastically different from one another, and they vary from issue to issue depending on who the writer or circumstance is. So if we're just talking straight up flames everywhere, it may be a decent enough environment where he perhaps gets melted at extremely high temperatures and stays that way. But then again, I don't know. Um, let's see. What happens Plastic Man versus Darwin? I don't know, actually. Darwin may just Darwin's whole thing is surviving. So maybe Darwin just would just kind of adapt or evolve into something that Plastic Man could not adequately like cause damage to. I don't know if that makes sense or not. Um, or he could just evolve into something more like an Iceman, and deal with him that way. I'm not sure, but I think it's a great question. Molecule Man or Franklin? I'm going Franklin. Molecule Man, he has a little bit of inconsistencies here. He still is very, very high up. And from what I can tell, this is almost kind of like a plot-driven thing, but Sentry was able to essentially out-molecule the Molecule Man. And like I said, I think that's an inconsistency, and Molecule Man is normally going to be far above Sentry. But that being said, I just think Franklin Richards, prime adult Franklin Richards, who has complete knowledge and control over his abilities down to the T, he would win that, I think. So you think Dr. Manhattan is stronger than any other DC character other than like Gods? Yeah, pretty much. I mean, that run when they're all trying to stop him and he's just shrugging off the heavy hitters, and then the magic people come in and he's basically just like, these are, I forget even exactly what it said, like these are intricate strands of like the universe itself that you primitively call magic, so to speak, and then he just pretty much brushed them off. So yes, it would take a very high level type of person to adequately deal with him in that manner. So yeah, he's pretty much going to be above everyone except for like insanely high people. Like for example, even like the fifth dimensional imps, like Mr. Mixaplit, that's one name I can never pronounce, Mr. Mixaplitlick or whatever. Batmite's another example. Nightmite, more recent, but another example. As powerful as they are, they're still like, not messing with Dr. Manhattan. Like we're gonna stay away from him, I don't get why Marvel and DC can have comic crossovers, but not movie show crossovers. Well, it's a lot easier for the two companies to say, okay, let's do this, and then one artist sits down and just does the whole thing. The thing about movies and the thing about TV shows is then we're getting into things like money, for example, like multiple contracts, all these different actors, this studio wanting to go this way with it, this director wanting to do this. It's just going to be super complicated, like from behind the scenes stuff like that. Whereas, comic books is much more simplistic, especially since, we had one, it's not canon. So I feel like, I don't know, because it's not canon, they're willing to go more leniency with it, I suppose. Whereas with, if they went in movies, then that is kind of like the movie canon. You know what I mean? Is there any way Superman could speed blitz? Oh, shoot. I just realized I haven't updated in a while. Superman could speed blitz and obliterate Plastic Man at the cellular level. I don't think so, based on pure physicality. Like, I think if Superman speed blitzed him and like ran right through him, then he would, in a sense, demolish him. But Plastic Man, he would just have a big hole in his body, and I think it would quickly close. Like, it needs to be at the atomic level. So, speed blitz, like involving ice breath, and maybe that's what you mean, where's frost breath rather. Like, yeah, but that takes a little bit more time. So maybe yes, maybe no. Plastic Man versus Lobo versus Swamp Thing. I'm not going to touch that one. It takes too much time. So Itachi beats Plastic Man. Appreciate you, Deep Fried Pickle. Burger. Plastic Man is goat. He really transformed himself into a goat. Yeah, fair enough. I hear that. Who wins, Storm or Valkyrie? I'm giving that to Storm. Too many abilities, too many hacks. Valkyrie is very physical. How far can he stretch? I actually don't know if there's a limitation, at least not one that I've seen. Maybe it's been stated in some sort of comic somewhere. Maybe this puts me on a side note, but I hate when people who are in the comic book or superhero TikTok, I hate when, like, if someone just genuinely doesn't know something. Because here's the thing, guys. There's, I think Superman, this is another example of me not truly knowing. I think Superman came out in 1938. I think that sounds right. So we've almost had 100 years of rich comic book storytelling, except for a couple things here and there. So I hate when people are like, oh, did you not know about this? Or you never read this? And it's like, dude, like, give this guy a break. There's been, like I said, almost 100 years of rich comic book storytelling. Just because someone didn't read a comic from 1978 when Superman superheated a turkey for Thanksgiving in 3 seconds and Thanksgiving was saved. Like, who cares, man? Like, this person clearly enjoys superhero content. That's why they're interacting with you in some sort of way. Dude, let them be. Like, let them, if they don't know about something, cool. They don't need to know everything that's ever happened in the history of comics. If you're someone who knows that stuff, more power to you, man. Well, you have a level of time on your hands that not many people have, So when I say stuff like I don't know, I'm being fully transparent. I have not read, and probably never will, read every comic book that has ever came out. And that's just my opinion on that. So that comes off of that question. Plastic Man and Franklin Richards, I do give that to Franklin, just like I said, because then we're getting into like the reality warping, matter manipulation thing where they can just like dissipate him and his molecules are gone to the point that he can't even regenerate himself because he doesn't exist anymore. Mr. Freeze with Prep versus Plastic Man. I mean, with Prep, and like it's this thing where you don't have to permanently someone in order to win any given fight. Ant-Man versus, hold on, give me a second. Ant-Man versus the Atom, who wins. The Atom would win because I believe he's capable of actually getting smaller than Ant-Man's capable of. You don't have to like someone permanently to win a fight. You can temporarily incapacitate them. That does win the fight. And how do I know this? Because it happens all the time in comics. If everything depended on somebody, then there would not be 90% of the characters that we had today. So yeah, I think with prep time, Mr. Freeze could temporarily incapacitate Plastic Man, but not completely win, maybe Darwin would turn into a ball of energy. That's pretty smart. New Fantastic Four movie, any good? What did I give it, actually? I gave it a review. Me plugging my own YouTube channel. Fantastic Four review.
Been to the good.
Oh, I don't like that. I don't like hearing myself. It's cringy. Guys, there's 2 Luke Dawkins on the screen. This is crazy. Oh.
Fan view rating of this movie, I would give it a 7.5 out of 10.
So evidently I gave it a 7.5, which sounds about right.
In my very...
Yeah, so I gave it a 7.5 out of 10, which is good. I don't think that's bad in any regard or context. I think that's perfectly fine. There were just aspects of it that I didn't enjoy, which I did go over pretty in-depth in this video, I will say. This is my Fantastic Four review of it, so... D-Man asked, who would win between Toby, Andrew, and Tom? I got Toby on top. That's me personally. I think he's probably going to be the strongest out of all the Spider-Man. Tom Holland's Spider-Man was actively trying to put the Goblin 6 feet under. And Toby just kind of like caught it and was like, his little face was like, come on, bro. Just think, this isn't you, man. this isn't you, dude. Like, that's what his face just gave. So it didn't look like he was, like, struggling. He was just kind of like, come on, bro, this isn't you. I know you're better than this, you know? So I think Toby would win. And then after that, I think it maybe becomes more of a toss-up. I think Andrew. What kind of Hulk do you think we get in Brand New Day? I'm really, really, really hoping we get Savage Hulk again. If we can get Savage Hulk, that's tremendous. As a Hulk fan, for a long time, the Hulk was my favorite Marvel character. Before it was Captain America, which is now. I really hope we get Savage Hulk. Like, give us Savage Hulk again. We want to see it. We don't want to see Hulk with any sort of like mental capacities right now. We've had that for far too long, where he's just been Smart Hulk, Bruce Banner. Give us fully enraged Hulk, and then hopefully somewhere down the line we can get World War Hulk, where he's just an actual good mixture of having an intelligent side to him, but also being an out of control rage monster. That's what I'm hoping for. What do you think? Legion versus Plastic Man and Dr. Manhattan? Yeah, I'm going Dr. Manhattan and Plastic Man. If that's the kind of like the team up. I'm gonna change the color of this light that's bothering me. Yeah, I'm going with that. Ghost Rider versus Plastic Man. Plastic Man is kind of like a reformed criminal. I don't like that either. So Plastic Man is, a reformed criminal. So the penance stare may actually work on him. Because, he is still guilty, and I'm sure he does. We know that he feels some sort of guilt for his crimes. So I think Ghost Rider would win that with the penance stare itself. Action teams against each other. Fantastic Four from 2005, Fantastic Four from 2015, or from 2025. I'm going to go 2025 because I think it had the strongest Sue Storm. I believe it also had the strongest Thing. Maybe the smartest Reed Richards too. I'm going 2025. We got the most enraged Hulk when Wanda messed with him. That's true. All right, I gotta catch back up. Appreciate you, Tony. Appreciate you, big dog. Appreciate you, Brandon. Thank you, dude. I could be dramatically wrong about this. I feel like... Oh, look, it's Baby No Money. Did they make a new Smosh video? Oh, no, that's the same one. Okay, gotcha. I feel like he resists that. I could be wrong about that. Appreciate you, Paragon. 1v1 till death. Does Black Panther beat Captain America? I'm going Captain America. I may be biased about that. He is my favorite, but that's where I'm at with that. Could Odin stop Galactus? They did fight. I'm trying to remember what happened. I know they fought. Why do I misspell everything right now? I think I'm just going too fast. Oaken. Yep. See? Happened again. Odin. You can see me trying to look up where to find things on God of War. Odin versus Galactus. There it is. That time Odin fought Galactus.
The time Odin fought Galactus. After discovering the Asgardian world seed is capable of ending
Can I
his
fast forward
hunger
in this?
permanently, Galactus sends the Silver Surfer to retrieve it from Asgard. Odin tells him no, as he doesn't trust Galactus. This leads him into fighting Galactus while Thor fights the Silver Surfer. Odin and Galactus use telepathy to make each other live their worst memories. Odin snaps out of it and gets enraged that he grows to be as big as Galactus. He then headbutts Galactus, and the both of them fall to Earth knocked out. Galactus gets up first, only to find Odin controlling the destroyer armor. Galactus retreats as he no longer sees the world seed, which was hid by Loki.
Okay, so simple answer is it looks like it was a dead draw. You know, it looks like Odin needed to have reinforcements, but when they countered each other physically one-on-one, looked like pretty much a dead draw. Now that was because of a headbutt, I will say. If Spidey took super soldier serum, would it be significantly enhance his stats, or would it be minimal? Like if he took the super soldier serum while already having the spider bite, that makes me think that it would probably enhance him. I mean, it'd probably buff him, if I had to say. Appreciate you, Brandon. Probably the most debatable. Superman, Thor, or Hulk. Superman, Thor, or Hulk. I'm going Superman, Thor, Hulk. I'm going Superman at the bottom because I think Thor, granted that he has darn near the exact same levels of strength, durability. He is outsped by Superman dramatically. Superman is easily the fastest of those three. Thor does have access to magic, which is a problem for Superman. So if Thor takes Superman out, then it kind of becomes a one-on-one between Hulk and Thor, and I give that to Hulk. Yo, 15, what's up, bro? Appreciate you popping in, man. Wiles, appreciate the share. Iron Man with 2 weeks prep time versus Superman. Iron Man's going to have to pull out, like, a crazy Hulkbuster. Like, he's going to have to pull out something that can really do some damage, you know what I mean? Yeah. Iron Man, 2 weeks of prep. I'm assuming he has no knowledge of Superman, so he may not know about kryptonite or like red sun radiation. If he knows about those things, then yes, Iron Man would win. But without those two things, just straight up trying to beat the brakes off of Superman, beat him into submission, that's tough. But he could probably do it. And 2 weeks is a lot of time for someone like him. He could probably do that. Superman or Hulk? I give it to Hulk. I will be the first one to say I do think some of my biases do come into play with stuff like that. I will be willing to admit that openly. But I am going Hulk. Anthony, appreciate you, big dog. Anthony just subscribed to the YouTube channel. Appreciate you, man. Legion versus Franklin and Iceman. Franklin and Iceman. Franklin over Legion already, so giving him Iceman is just overkill. What Marvel movie and DC movie are you hoping will come out? I would love a Marvel movie on Ghost Rider. I would like a Marvel movie on Ghost Rider. DC, just give me Batman. Give me Batman. Or Martian Manhunter. Oh, give me 1 second, Anthony. I just saw yours. Anthony asked, Luke, I got one for you. King Thor versus Superman. I'm going King Thor. If you're talking specifically about Rune King Thor, Brother, it's over. Like Big Dog, it is over. But if we're just talking Thor versus Superman, I still got Thor. That's where I'm at. Battle of the Brain. Lex versus Stark versus Mr. Terrific versus Reed versus Doom. No powers, only using their intelligence. If I had to rank these guys, I'd say Reed on top, Dr. Doom, Lex Luthor, Tony Stark, Mr. Terrific. That's just off the top of my dome, though, I will say. What do you think of Alan being cast as Batman? I think Alan obviously has the physical components to do an amazing job at that. However, I think he'd make a better Aquaman. That's where I'm at with that. It's not that he would be bad at Batman. He'd be perfect at the Aquaman, So that's where I'm at with that. Room King Thor versus Cosmic Armor Superman. I'm going Cosmic Armor Superman for that one. Who is the smarter superhero, Reed Richards or Dr. Manhattan? Dr. Manhattan has like a cosmic awareness. So like because of that, it's probably technically him. Just because he's aware of things that Reed's just not going to be aware of because of his literal human levitation or limitations. So probably technically Mr. Manhattan or Dr. Manhattan, but you take away the powers from him, and it's just his intelligence before becoming Dr. Manhattan, then Reed. Yeah, I'd say that. Sorry if I'm behind on the chat. I'm trying to answer as many questions as I can. Hold up, wait. I just saw. Have you watched 1,000-player Minecraft, dude? That's so funny. That's so funny. Give me 1 second. My friend Jacob texted me. You probably can't read this, but it says, dude, there's a video on YouTube called 1,000-Player Simulate Minecraft Civilization. It's 3 hours long, and it's absolute cinema. So, I have not seen it, but my friend Jacob seems to be currently watching it. Let's see. Why do people believe Iron Man can beat Spider-Man? Because he has, there was... Iron Man probably is going to consistently be above Spider-Man. He's probably going to be stronger than him most of the time. Spider-Man, of course, way more agile, but Tony, of course, better durability than Spider-Man. Amazing tech. So yeah, Iron Man does win that most of the time, which is unfortunate because I love Spider-Man, so I'd love for him to be able to win that fight. And I think he can, but I think 7 out of 10 times Tony wins that. Harry Potter versus Superman. I know Superman has weakness to magic or vulnerability. People hate when I say weakness. It's the same thing. Shut up. But yeah, Harry, of course, does not have the reaction time or the durability to deal with Superman. So that's over before it starts. Pre-retcon Beyonder versus War Prime. Pre-retcon Beyonder by a million miles, by a light year. He is killing him. Need a video on Victor Von Doom. Sounds good to me, bro. Let's see. Luke thought, I think, by the time we get Aquaman in the DCU, he's going to have his eye missing and his hook. Dude, honestly, eye missing, hook for a hand, Aquaman would be pretty sick. I'm not going to lie. Darkseid versus Aaron the Judge. I want to say Darkseid. Hyperion versus Superman. I'm going Superman. Hyperion, even if you want to say that Hyperion and Superman are equal in all things physical, durability, strength, speed. Superman still just has way more abilities than Hyperion does. Wolverine versus Spider-Man. I know something just got released where Spider-Man did get beat by Wolverine because Wolverine went into Berserker mode. I still take Spider-Man 8 times out of 10. I think he's too strong, too agile. Spider senses are a thing. I'm going there. How often do you do live streams? I'm going to try to do 2 a week. This is, of course, normally I'd be playing games, but I've gotten into a conversation with you guys, which I still love to do. So I'll be going live on Wednesday nights and Sunday nights. What's up, Billy? Yeah, Upside Down Man's awesome, dude. He's a very powerful villain. It takes amped superheroes in order to, plot armor amped superheroes in order to beat him. He is legit. He is legitimate. Hulk versus Doomsday. I'm going Hulk. Off the top of your head, who can defeat pre-retcon Beyonder in the DC universe? I mean, there's things that don't need to be said, like I'd say any of the. Is it the Endless family? Is that the name of the family? I'm thinking Dream, that kind of family. So anybody in that family can. Anybody in the angelic families, Elaine Belloc, Michael, Lucifer, the Presence, easily, Perpetua. There's a handful. There's a handful, I will say. Do you think Darkseid can beat any of the Celestials? One-on-one encounter, I don't think so. Heroes with the word black in their name. Black Lightning, Black Panther, Black Bolt, Black Canary, Black Widow, Black Adam. Who wins? Black Widow's losing. After that, it's Black Canary, then Black Panther. No, actually, Black Lightning, then Black Panther. Then Black Bolt, and Black Adam wins. Oh, he gets crazy powerful, Anthony. We've kind of looked at that a little bit already, man. You ever do a King of the Hill heavy hitters? I don't. That gets into the weeds way. You'd be surprised how quickly it becomes just like a. It gets weird, man. It's hard to explain. It gets really weird. Or Black Manta, yeah. Kevin McAllister or Junie Cortez. Junie Cortez would decimate Kevin McAllister. Hopes for Doomsday. What do you want for sure to happen? I want Marvel to get their crap together. They had so many opportunities to do so many good things with storylines, and they biffed them, and now they're having to do this soft reset and bring back their money characters like Iron Man and Captain America because they proved that because for some reason they fell apart after Endgame that they can't survive as a company without those two guys. So honestly, I want them to get their crap together. That's my hope for the Doomsday movie. Appreciate you, Goody Porto. Goody Porto? I think. Sorry if I butchered that. I very well could have. Who's your favorite Batman out of all the actors? Even though he was in very, 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 very bad movies, I loved Batfleck. Specifically in Batman vs. Superman, I did love Batfleck. The opening scene where we see Batman up against the corner of the wall and then crawling on it, and that cop is just terrified. That is one of the best Batman moments I've seen on the screen. Do I like the Venom trilogy? I saw the first 2. I still haven't seen Venom Last Dance. It's just, I like the first Venom movie. The second one made him into too much of a joke or a comic relief character. He even sounded different. I kind of just lost interest in it, to be honest with you. Favorite Marvel and DC movies. Favorite Marvel movie, I have Spider-Man No Way Home. Favorite DC movie is the new Superman movie that just came out. Cyclops versus Psylocke. Probably Psylocke. Probably Psylocke. Taking away the magic, who wins purely based off of hand-to-hand combat? Natasha versus Talia. I would... that's actually a really good question. I don't know, to be honest with you. I want to say Black Widow. I'd want to say Black Widow. That's my thought. Fantastic Four versus Doom Patrol. I'm going to go Fantastic Four. I don't think there's going to be on a Doom Patrol outside of Beast Boy, if we're including him in that. If Beast Boy is in it, they have a much better shot. If he's not in it, I don't think they win. If you could recast the Avengers, I need time to think on that one. That's a loaded question. Yeah, exactly, Logan. I completely agree. They shouldn't have to bring back their staple characters like Iron Man and Captain America in order to thrive. They have so many years of rich comic book storytelling that they could go by, but they just made bad decisions. And because of that, now they're panicking, you know? They had so many different opportunities to introduce the X-Men into the Marvel Universe, and for some reason they chose to go a different route every single time. Dark Remorse, what do you think of Goku versus Superman death battle videos? I haven't watched many death battle videos. When it comes to anime, it gets a little hairy to me. Like, I truly don't know how powerful Goku is. Like, I have no way of thinking about that in my mind. Maybe I should watch it. You know what? I'm on YouTube. Maybe I should watch a Goku Superman death battle. Yeah, we'll watch this. Golly. Alright, that one came out a year ago, so this one's probably the most up-to-date. That is so many views. Oh my god. Yeah, Goku is crazy, I'm going to say. I will say he is absolutely mad. Sorry, I'm trying to get back. I'm reading off of Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok right now, so give me a second. Love to see another Hulk movie or even a Solo Sentry. Oh, absolutely. I agree with both of those. I would love to see Solo Hulk. I would love to see Solo Sentry. Who is the most underutilized comic book character in movie or TV history? Probably actually Doctor Doom. We had a depiction of him where he was defeated rather quickly. And then he was a big threat in the second movie because he had Silver Surfer's powers. And then after he didn't have any more, he wasn't really a threat anymore, which is crazy. And then in the 2015 movie, God, he was just so stupid, you know? Krillin. Let's see. I agree, Anthony. So I think that Cyclops could defeat Psylocke. When I look at Psylocke, I see, she has more abilities than Cyclops does. She's more agile. I would say she's probably better in combat. So that's where I go with that. But isn't to say that I think it's a massacre. I think it's probably as close to a 5v or a 5 wins, 5 losses as I can. 5 out of 10. Johnny Storm's super name should be Firestorm. You know what? That's actually pretty good, yeah. Yeah, that's fair enough, Anthony. I hear that. Yeah. Goku versus Boo fight? Okay. Oh, I've seen that. Alright, catching up, guys. Give me 1 second. Oh, King Fu. Okay. I do need to watch that. Thank you for the recommendation. Oh, dude. That's awesome. LF and R. I'm glad. Universal Blues. Oh, interesting. Doing good, Fuss Nation. How are you, bro? Appreciate you, Watermelon. Thank you, Jimmy, for the gift. Alright, trying to catch up, guys. I'm sorry. Sean Dermott coming off bye week versus Omni, man. Yeah, Hulk's been done pretty poorly several times. The Devil Hulk versus Bizarro, probably Devil Hulk. Watch Death Battle Superman. Yeah, I have it pulled up right now. Honestly, I'm thinking about watching it. I think it'd be fun. Let me turn it down to my headset so I don't get my ears blasted away again. John David Washington might be playing Deacon Frost. Interesting. That's very interesting. Monkey King. Okay, fair enough. Honestly, I want to watch this now. I'm still gonna try to read chat.
Superman. It's time to answer the ultimate question, and we're taking it all into play.
We're examining Superman's extensive...
Alright, I don't. There we go. Plus, I'm not watching all the explanations. Just show me the fight. So you're saying these guys went with Superman. Okay, so we got Super Saiyan. So off the rip, we got Super Saiyan Goku versus Superman. So we haven't seen Goku go beyond Super Saiyan at this point, which is clearly obvious. Name one hero in DC you'd like to fight, one villain in Marvel. Ooh. One villain in Marvel versus one hero in DC. I'm trying to think of my favorite villains in Marvel and favorite villains in DC. Or favorite heroes in DC, favorite villains in Marvel. I'd like to see... I'd like to see the Void fight Superman. Yeah. I'd like to see... I'd like to see Green Goblin fight Beast Boy. Yeah. 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 I think Toa and the Presence are probably about as close to you can get. Alright, let's watch this video.
Who's stronger? If you say so.
What's up, Paul? Okay, so my immediate reaction. Goku seems to be working Superman right now. Maybe I said that too early, but he's only in Super Saiyan. Now he's going Super Saiyan Blue. So he should, just based on their original fight that just happened, Superman Blue should be demolishing him, right? Like, that's my understanding of how that should work, right? What's up, guys? Like, well, hold up. I'm not as knowledgeable with anime. I'm not as knowledgeable with anime. That's not my area of expertise, and I will never claim for it to be my area of expertise. That being said, just based off of what I just saw and the very basics that I know of Goku, if Goku was giving Superman the work and he was only in base Super Saiyan, maybe Super Saiyan 2, I don't know. Clearly not anything above Super Saiyan 2, I wouldn't think. If he's given the works in Super Saiyan / Super Saiyan 2 and he goes Super Saiyan Blue, he should be demolishing him here, right? What up, the Logi guy? Like, that's where my mental thoughts are going to. He should just be blowing him out of the water. I could be wrong. They're making Superman's scale higher as Goku does. But based off of what? Like, the need to drive the plot in the video further? Like, is it that thing where it's like, oh, well, now Superman's taking him more serious? I don't know. Stuff like that gets on my nerves. I'm not going to lie. Didn't Goku die of a heart virus? I do not know. I don't know. Superman plays at the level of his opponent. I feel like that's such a cop-out. I'm not saying what you're saying is wrong. Like, I agree with you, truthfully, but I don't know. It feels like stuff like that's just such a cop-out sometimes. And I get that Superman is an inherently good individual, so he doesn't want to come out directly and go all out because he's trying to, you know, in most situations, like, truthfully, maybe even find a way to resolve the issue without violence. So, I mean, I get that. But this certainly gives friendly sparring. I don't know, man. I don't know, bro. Cosmic Armor Superman versus who, Paul? I think I'm going to miss that. Oh, if it was Cosmic Armor Superman versus Goku, Goku's done. Goku's done. Super Saiyan Blue is like 10 times. Is that 10 million or 10 times? Are those accurate numbers? I didn't see it, actually. I don't know if I saw the second casting date. Pre-holding back Superman and post-holding back Superman need to be taken into account. Okay, fair enough. Opponent, but will master strength is needed. I do agree that's a cop-out. Yeah. I mean, I get it. You know, Superman, like I said, 10 million. Jesus Christ. Jesus. So if Super Saiyan Blue is 10 million times stronger than Super Saiyan, and Goku, like, even if Superman was playing down to his opponent's level, like, if we say that, you're telling me on a whim, Superman's getting cooked on a whim, he can also get 10 million times stronger. He somehow was going and holding himself back so much that instantly he could hit. I don't know, man. This is where anime gets me, dude. This is where anime gets me. It's truly. They explain. Okay. They explain why. Okay. That's helpful. This is why it's so hard for me to bring anime into stuff, man. It's so hard to do. Each form is an exponential. Yeah, that's crazy, dude. That's insane. Cosmic Armor Superman versus Darkest Knight versus Franklin Richards. I want to say Cosmic Armor Superman. I think so. Logan, that's a good point too. I mean, it looks like they're fighting in space, so he does have direct exposure to the sunlight here. Goku can't breathe in space. Balance getting differences in the amount of iterations. Just, yeah, it makes it really hard, dude. All right, let's keep on. But fighting in space now. Goku has gone blue.
Oops. Well, I guess we can wish it back later.
World made of cardboard.
All right, I'll show you just how powerful I really am. Just like a job,
Okay, I know I just went on this exact rant, but if what you guys are saying is true, and that Super Saiyan Blue is 10 million times stronger than Super Saiyan 1 or 2 base, how on earth was Superman seemingly holding back 10 million times less than what he is now? Like, that means he was literally using at the bare minimum. No, at the bare maximum, he's using 1/1,000,000th of his power when this fight starts, which is insane, because he was getting worked. Like it's crazy to me. Because here's how it would need to work out in my mind. Because it just doesn't make sense if Superman's holding himself back that much. I feel like it would have to be like the only way that makes sense is if Super Saiyan was literally just like human level. But it's not, clearly. Right, that's what I'm saying, dog. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not even bringing Saitama up into this, man. That's way too over my head. I'm going to stick to superheroes. I'm going to leave anime out of it because it gets way too dicey. It gets dicey. I don't watch Creepcasts. Are they good? Would you recommend them? I don't know anything about them. Alright, I'm going to try to shut up. Because I think I've driven home my point enough that I have an issue with how the power scaling works, but I'm just going to watch a cool video.
Well, what do you think?
That was awesome! Nice suit!
Oh, thanks. Kryptonian fabric. My mom made it for me.
Okay. So base Goku's incapable of damaging him. This is Goku's most powerful form, is it not? Like, can I just get a confirmation from you guys? Is this or is this not currently Goku's most powerful form? Ultra Instinct. Yes, it is. Okay. Any discrepancies here? Tim, what's up, man? CC Goku? What's CC Goku? I do not feel bad about not knowing about. Ultra Instincts is a technique, not a form. Okay. What's the difference? I mean, I know, like, in real life, what the difference would be, but how does that equate to this? CC Goku is not canon. Okay. So this is his strongest canon form. Oh, God. Okay, so I'm just going to keep watching. Hopefully you guys are not annoyed with how my brain is trying to process this. I feel like Superman's not that hard to scale, though. I don't think Superman's at all harder to scale than Goku, especially based off of this fight. I don't know. Appreciate you, Noah. Never rely on Death Battle. Hey, bro. I don't know. I will say it looks pretty cool. Autonomous Ultra Instinct. CC Goku is not canon. Gotcha. Yeah, but I will say some of the different Superman versions are like alternate universes, which clearly we don't bring into, you know, we don't bring that into conversations unless we're talking about those versions like separately. Like Superman 1,000,000, obviously different from Superman in the main universe. All-Star Superman's a different Superman, so it's like, yes, these are, I guess you could say, like different versions, different forms, but they're also not the same Superman. With Goku, it's the same dadgum dude. You know? Appreciate you, James. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, let's keep going. Okay. We got Zack Snyder Superman now, apparently. He's just destroying everything. But to be fair, he's not in a populated city, so there's that. Yep, that's true. Brandon, that's true. The alt universe was scaled in the video, so they're scaling the okay, yeah. Yep.
Finally.
Appreciate you, Josh. Appreciate you watching, man. Season 1 King of the Hill, that's funny. Okay, so we have Sun Dip Superman here. You know what? I know I said I wasn't going to pause the video. I appreciate what they just did. I do appreciate what they just did. Because, based on what we know, Ultra Instinct, and based on the previous versions, or previous couple little bit of this fight, previous versions of Goku were able to keep up with and even at times overwhelm Superman. So, Ultra Instinct, his most powerful technique, his most powerful technique should be above him, above base Superman. So it's nice that they sun dipped him. It's nice that they sun dipped Superman here. Oh, man. Manage a gym. Yeah, I used to be a personal trainer. I know all about that. I don't look at it anymore. I had some bad taste in my mouth from working at a gym, so kind of messed me up. So, I know what you mean, though. Goku's low-key street level, dude. I can't get into the weeds with this, my guy. Black Frieza or Beast Gohan versus Superman's more fair. I have no idea. Yeah, I game. I was going to do that, but I ended up watching this instead. You know what? Do y'all know Jackbox? Like, have y'all played Quiplash and stuff? Could play some Quiplash with y'all after this. Be fun. Alright, let's keep going. Fair enough. I will say, aesthetically, that's pretty cool.
Darn it.
So Goku died.
Almost had me there. That was actually pretty fun.
Yeah, it sure was. But I'll be stronger next time.
I look forward to it.
Let's go again.
You're on.
Okay. So, that, I mean, that does kind of set up the idea that if Goku ever unlocks another level, another form, another technique, whatever it is, Superman should be cooked, right? Right? I don't know, bro. All right, let's play some Jackbox, guys. I don't know if y'all played Jackbox before. Let's do this. Where is it? Where's Jackbox? There it is. Here, I'll jump in first. Here, let me jump in first, guys. Alright. Whoever wants to jump in can jump in. Hopefully the code is visible. It should be. Alright, guys, I do have some rules when it comes to this. Appreciate you jumping in, RJ. I do have some rules when it comes to this. The only rule, my only rule with this is don't have like cussing and stuff in your answers. For those of you that don't know, I am like a full-time youth pastor. Like that is what I mainly do as my job. I love it. So I just don't want to do anything where, you know, anybody could be like, oh, I saw Luke's live stream and he was with a bunch of people and they were cussing. It's like, oh, great, now I have to deal with all this crap. So, yeah. That's my only rule. Sorry to be lame. Love to play this. Just got a 16-hour shift. Dude, Josh, rest up, bro. 16-hour shift, bro. What are you doing? You work at a hospital? This is Jackbox. It's a really fun game. Give it a couple more minutes. It's honestly a really fun game. You do it on your phone too, so like it just gives you prompts and you type out something on your phone. Basically, like don't answer it truthfully. Guard at a jail. Dang, my so I'm the middle school youth pastor. The high school youth pastor, he used to be a guard at a jail in Oakland, California. And he said it sucked. He wasn't a guard actually; he was a janitor. My bad. He like swept the floors and stuff. And he said like when he was walking by people's cells, like they would have these buckets full of like piss and crap, and they would just throw it on them. And I was like, dude, I would genuinely like quit immediately. Like I don't know if I can do that. King of the Hill. Alright guys, if we can get one more, it allows 8. I'll start the game if we can get one more in here. Oh, okay, in Canada, I got you. That's pretty cool, dude. Oh, greetings from America, my guy. To be more specific, greetings from Burlington, North Carolina. Eastern Standard Time. See if we can get one more person in here. Just to have an even 8. There we go. Let's get it. Alright guys, like I said, just no language, anything else can fly. Even dark humor. You can go dark humor. Just don't do language. Appreciate you, AP.
And I don't know about you, but I feel like a game of
You went to ECU?
Looks like the
Dude,
game's
I know a lot of
here.
people that went to
Guess I'll
ECU.
press this
ECU's crazy.
go button.
I used to watch WWE. I don't watch it as much. I do kind of keep up with it a little bit
Votes count.
on like TikTok. I'll see some
This is round
some
one.
WWE
You see two
news on
prompts your
TikTok.
device. Answer them any way you want. Each answer will go up against someone else's.
All right, Josh,
answer,
I'm going,
and
bro.
everyone will
Thanks for
vote
stopping
which
in.
they like most. It's simple. The more folks who choose your answer, the more points you get. Go.
All right. Oh, that's sweet looking. That's sick, dude. I love Raleigh. Oh man, shoot.
Hurry, hit the safety quit button if you can't think of something.
Barely made it in. 3, 2, 1. Dang, Janky didn't make it, bro.
These better be good. Starting us off, you know the coffee shop barista is hitting on you when they ask, would you like room for blank? Okay, pick your favorite quip now.
Oh, sorry, let me see if... Okay, you guys can see it good, just making sure. Dude, that's a loaded question, Elephant R. Oh yeah, guys, you click on your phone who you want to vote for, by the way. That's on me, sorry I didn't say that. Yeah, whoever's answer you like more, you just click on it.
A wise old saying your grandma taught you. Look before you blank. Okay, vote.
Nice.
Your next prompt is, another name for puberty is blank time. Time to vote.
You can choose any 3 corners of any 3 superheroes in the whole Marvel universe trying to attack you. Who are you choosing? Yeah, obviously I'm going one above all for sure. I'm going the one below all. And I'm probably going
Next one,
Living Treasure.
a promise you shouldn't make to a sick child.
Man, these ones are good. I like these ones. Those ones are funny. Jank, that was pretty funny too, though. That was good. Both of those were great.
And next is the worst thing to say during your Oscar award speech. Get to voting.
Guys, I just bought a Switch, by the way. My friend sold it to me because he got the Switch too. So I never gotten a Switch, so I bought a Switch. I've been playing Pokemon Brilliant Diamond on it. I've been playing Pokemon Brilliant Diamond on it, and honestly, it's just great being able to play Pokemon again. I remember playing it so much as a child. Oh my god! Oh my god! What's up, Tyler? Yeah, that was pretty good.
the inflatable arm-flailing tube man did before working at car dealerships. Put in your votes.
You know what? That's smart. Any game is fist and North Star lost that. Interesting. What's the difference between Wrangler? I didn't see the rest of your comment, my guy.
Moving on, the pep talk you get from a football coach who bet on the other team. Vote now.
Oh my gosh. Nice.
That's round one. Let's see how the scores shook out.
Barely in first. I'm barely holding on to a lead.
Onward to round two. Remember,
Guys, make sure everyone
bonuses
votes so we don't have to
double.
wait for the countdown each time. If everyone votes, it immediately goes to it. I don't know, this one's weird. Oh, this is hard. I don't know. Oh, I have no idea.
Time's running out. Use a safety clip if you need it.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice, RJ barely getting in. And Jank barely getting in.
Let's put up those quips. Number one on the list, the worst vehicle to drag race in.
Good lord.
And next, another use for carrots. It's voting time.
I like the workaround there. That's pretty good. Oh, really? Working at Subway. How do you like that, dude?
Up next, a good joke to say while you're tied up in a
Oh,
basement.
God.
Vote away.
This is the same exact answer. This is the same answer. Dang. You guys were on the exact same thought track here. And you got the same exact amount of votes. That's hilarious. Y'all literally just were the exact same
Coming up
person.
Next, what sperm are thinking as they race
Well,
towards the
I can't really do anything about
end? Ready, set, vote.
that.
next prompt. An unusual store, blank are us.
Oh man, Grizz. I think Grizz might have dropped out. It's the second no answer I've seen from him.
Moving on. Elections would be a whole lot better if instead of debates, we made the candidates blank.
Rap battle.
Vote away.
Assemble furniture live, no directions. Rap battle's pretty funny. An epic rap battles of history for every election would be kind of legit. I'm not gonna lie. I like that. Dr. Board, I like that one.
Next on deck, an interesting thing on RoboCop's job performance review. Needs to work on blank. Put in your votes.
God, why is RoboCop doing that? Dude, RoboCop needs to be arrested. What's going on with that?
Next in line, something you wouldn't expect to hear from a Subway sandwich artist. It's voting time. Round 2 is through.
I might not be in
Let's
first
see what the
anymore.
score is.
That round didn't go too hot for me. Oh man, yeah, I fell back some. All the way back to third.
It's round 3, the last lash. I've got one prompt left, and you're all getting it. Invent the full phrase that goes with this acronym.
Ryan, I'm about to start. I had to fix some things about how my live worked. It wasn't working well for a while. I really don't know what I'm putting for this. No, I'm going with that. It's kind of stupid, but whatever.
All right, we're ready. Okay, in round 3, you can award 3 medals, gold, silver, and bronze. Have at it.
What the heck? Basic Whittle Poop. I like that one. It's just a basic Whittle Poop. I'm Bash. Alright, I have voted. You vote for 3, by the way, here, guys. I think the first one you vote for is your favorite, second one, second favorite, third favorite. I need to start getting into Marvel Rivals again. I haven't played that game forever. I kind of miss it, though. Is it still a thing?
Nice. Let's see who snagged the medals. Bronze.
Probably won't play again. It's probably just like a one-time thing.
And finally, gold. Great. Let me just turn those medals into points for you.
Oh, Dr. Board. It's submitted. Aw, man.
All right, that's it. Time for the final scores.
It's so good. Okay. Nice job, Jank. Good stuff, bro. Let's see. Do I even still have? I do have Marvel Rivals still. I have not played Marvel Rivals since before they introduced Emma Frost. So I haven't played it in a long time. I don't know. I kind of got tired. I think I overplayed it for a while. It was like the only thing that I played for a while. So I think I just got tired of it, to be honest with you. No, I haven't. Wait, Jean's in the game? Okay, looks like I'm not playing Marvel Rivals because they are doing a service update. So I was going to play, but I guess I'm not now. Oh yeah, I see Jean right up there. They added Jean? What? Wait, did they? I wonder if there's a YouTube video about that. Do we know what she looks like? Like what she does? What's her type? Like Jean Grey, Marvel Rivals. Is she a DPS, I assume? Yeah, I know there's Blade. I didn't know there was. A month ago? I have not heard about this. What the heck? She is a DPS, okay. Okay, so she has hit scan. Because the last thing that we needed wasn't their character with more hit scan. Holy crap! What was that?
Turning up the heat.
It doesn't look like she does that much damage with her basic one. Holy crap, but she does a lot of damage with whatever the heck that is. What? What? That looks like the most broken thing I've ever seen. Is that not the most broken thing? Like, that's crazy looking. Fitzy edits, what's up, man? Her ult destroys summons like Rocket's ult, Penny's Nest, Namor's squids. Okay. Okay, interesting. Hey, Wrangler, have a good one, bro. Strange Supreme versus Infinity Ultron. Didn't we see that fight? Didn't Infinity Ultron win? Her ult should take control of an enemy character for 15 seconds. You can enter the team. Be interesting. So have y'all been able to play as her? Infinity Ultron versus Cosmic Armor Superman. Probably Cosmic Armor Superman. So Darth Vader versus Magneto. Magneto! I think Magneto is destroying Darth Vader in a fight. Darth Vader's suit is metal. Could he just like that seems to be, that's over. He's going to obliterate Vader. Batman versus Iron Man, but both get a week of prep. So basically, you're just asking me who's smarter. That being said, probably Iron Man. Probably Iron Man. Wait, okay, so... Who's better? Does anybody know who Flats is? I don't watch much gaming content. Should I watch Flats or Tim the Tatman spectating? That's a good question. Appreciate you, bro. I don't know, Cameron. That's interesting. I don't know, to be honest with you. Honestly, Tim the Tatman might be more... He's more recognizable than me. Okay, yeah, I'm going with Tim.
Your eyes do not deceive you. There's been a lot of different videos.
Alright, with all due respect, Tim, you're
Marvel
the
here
goat,
for a little
but
bit,
I do want to
okay?
see what's going on here.
We're gonna test it out on the tube, and what that...
I just want to see the gameplay. Okay.
Phoenix that we want. Forgive me, chat. I'm like Shaq on the Celtics right now, trying to remember how to spectate, bro. All right, I'll aim. Show me Phoenix.
Okay. So she has been playable to the average person for a while now, right? How did I not hear about her getting introduced?
Okay, so I remember when I was playing Phoenix, so that's like, it builds up the flame and then does a little burst. And that's a very big deal. Okay, Iron Fist is still feeding, I see. Not this Iron Fist specifically, I'm just saying the character in general still feeds.
Is there an absolute top 3 from your filters? I would say Living Tribunal's on there, The President's on there, Toa's on there, Elaine Belloc's on there, so they're probably going to be like the tip top, you know? Galactus isn't a villain, he's the universe's immune system. I'd see your point. I mean... Galactus is as much of a villain as, like, a tiger or a bear is. Like, he's just doing what he needs to do to survive. So, I mean, I get your point there. Is Blade bad? Batmite's pretty high up there, but Dr. Manhattan's over him. Who's on your Mount Rushmore for content creators? Across everything, I love hearing from Sir Superhero. I love hearing from Sir Superhero. I think that he is one of the best dudes that you can go to in terms of like in-depth analysis and like maybe not so much in-depth analysis as like in-depth history. Like, he's going to uncover everything there is to uncover. He's going to put a lot of research into it. He's going to spend a lot of time and effort on his video, and I just appreciate that. So I'd say he's up there on my Mount Rushmore of content creators. I don't know if Smosh, like the channel of Smosh, I mean, they're being suggested here on my page, so like, you know, clearly I like them. So I'd say in the completely different content as well. So Sir Superhero, Smosh, Papa Meat, because he's hilarious. Papa Meat's so funny. Let's see. Who would be my 4th person on the content creator? Oh. The guys who do Undodgeball. Shane and Fat Stafford. Those are my 4. I love the dudes who do Undodgeball. They're awesome. They're sick. Oh, I just wanted Cameron. I just wanted Marvel to get their crap back together. That's pretty much it. All right, let's keep watching. I want to see how this. Okay, so I need to understand. It doesn't look like she does a lot of damage, but every once in a while she does an insane amount of damage.
Like, aim is very important on Phoenix. Target priority. What is the right click again? Hold on. Wait, that wasn't right. What is that? Is that the Q? Oh, I didn't mean to do that. My bad, my bad.
See, he's on keyboard. I'm on console, so I have no idea what he's talking about. Besides the Angels of Marvel, I'm assuming you mean the Angels of DC. The Angels of Marvel? What do you mean by Angels of Marvel? Name 3 characters who defeats Cosmic Armor Superman. I mean, you got like the Living Tribunal. Now I'm just trying to think of super high entities. Living Tribunal, the Protege. There you go, LFNR. Sorry, I have to say your name slowly. The Protege. If you don't know about Protege, it hasn't been a character for a very long time. But basically that character's entire gimmick was they could copy any power instantaneously and to its maximum potential. So she would literally copy someone's powers and immediately it would be the best version possible of that power. So I'd say the Protege, because, yeah, I mean, that's just crazy. Living Tribunal, you said other than, like, you know, Toa and Toba. I will also say the pre-retcon Beyonder would probably beat him.
I literally hit F1 to look at her moves. That's the Q, right? And it's like a stun, if I remember. Okay.
Is this strange that the machine truly our only hope?
I'll say this too, bro. Phoenix's ultimate is one of my favorite voices.
So,
you are
like I said, I haven't played this game in a very long time. To me, like strictly to me, this looks like she looks as crazy as like Hela when the game first got introduced. Like, because sometimes she doesn't do as much damage, but then every once in a while she'll throw out some crazy amount of damage. So, like I said, I haven't played the game in a while. It looks like Hela when the game first launched, like, because she was crazy. She's like a Hela Moon Knight. Okay, yeah. You think Noel is coming back? I mean, it's comic books, you know, it's hard to say. The very popular villain. Seemed like it had a good, like, cut. This is the end of the story. A villain like that would be tough to put in the regular rotation of villains just because of how powerful they are. Who's faster, Makari or Quicksilver? I think Makari. I think that's right. So, he might come back. He might not. It's hard to say. You know, it's comic books. He always could come back.
Dang, it's so cold, bro. So cold. She only dies 2 times, sir.
Okay, I just want to see, like, an ult or something get used.
That is so much damage.
So it's kind of cool that... Oh, that was the ult. Okay.
I feel like that ult was really good right there because of the spacing on it. It created. Look at how much space they created. Man, they're kind of rolling, bro. That burst damage she just did to Mag is insane. Look at this, bro. Look at his health.
I love that he's breaking it down for me because obviously he, you know, this is his realm. Like, this is the thing that he specializes in, is like, you know, video games, things like this. So when he reacts to something, that's my clue to be like, oh, yeah, that's good, you know? Like, because as someone who has not seen Jean Grey gameplay whatsoever, because I haven't played since before Emma Frost, I'm just kind of watching this with fresh eyes, being like, what the heck am I looking at? You know? Yeah, fair enough, Fitzy. Need the Inhumans come back. Yeah, I like the Inhumans as characters. I like them as characters. Okay, is there like a most...
I mean, to be fair,
there's not a most played.
There's someone else hitting. Like, he's like dead. That's Mag, bro. It's one of the like strongest tanks in the game, at least when I was playing, you know?
I have not seen Ultron. I know that people are kind of divided on him. I know that a lot of people don't love him. I know they made him a support. Yeah, I haven't played since Human Torch came out. That's when I stopped playing, is when Human Torch came out. So it's been a while.
This to me, like, Phoenix feels so strong because of the burst damage she does. Is that an accurate? And it feel like you want to hold chokes a lot with her. Like
I gotta play with. Yeah, I do play. So Captain America was my main when I played him. So I know Emma Frost is also a tank. So maybe I would like playing with her just from that point of view.
Yo, that freeze was sick, bro.
Okay, I see. See, when he reacts to something, and I need to watch it again because I also missed it because I was talking.
A lot with her. Like I love this angle. Yo, that freeze was sick, bro. Shout out there, Luna. That was cold, literally. All right. Oh my God, Luna almost just.
I don't get it. Emma's probably the best tank in the game. Interesting. Okay. I'm still gonna play as Cap.
She's kind of like a better Hela, and I kind of agree with that.
She's like, okay, I did say that, so it seemed like that. It seemed like that comment was pretty on the mark from me. I said it, she seems like Hela, and he said she's a better Hela. So.
What do we do here? Do we just back
okay.
Off? I guess you can just. Yeah, you can just farm all here, yeah.
So does her primary fire like build up damage over time and then it gets released? Like is that how that works? Can you settle this debate? Juggernaut versus Hulk base forms. Base forms Juggernaut. Base forms Juggernaut. Hulk in his base form without getting angrier is actually weaker than guys like Thor, Juggernaut, probably more comparable to the Thing, which still isn't weak by any measure, but you know, of course Hulk's thing is he gets stronger with rage, so base Hulk, not rage induced, I'm giving that to Juggernaut. That's the only reason though. If it's a straight up regular fight, obviously we see how that goes a lot. That's a very good matchup. When Hulk has adequate time to get stronger or get angrier, therefore get stronger, he can take the Juggernaut out. It's just a matter of if Juggernaut puts him down before that happens, you know? It just builds to 3 hits and then the last one explodes. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing. Is like there's 3 hits that are kind of like ticky-tack, and then the last hit does a good bit of damage. Got you. That makes sense.
Is everyone going to make fun of this Mag when I miss a couple today? Are you guys going to make fun of this guy because this is like a top player in the world right now? You guys going to make fun of him? You going to make fun of him because he clipped the frame at the top. You guys, or are you just going to make fun of me when I miss my ults today? Got it, bro. No way he hits that. That was great movement, great positioning. This Iron Fist is just getting farmed, and I'm not even trying. I'm not even trying to flame. Like I'm not trying to like talk shit or anything because I'm ass.
Okay, so She seems broken. That is my expert analysis after watching Tim the Tatman. Actual expert analysis, I guess you could say. So yeah. Oh yeah. By the way, guys, has anybody played Madden 26 in here? I heard it's pretty good. Well, guys, that's probably all from me for tonight. It is midnight here. I have to work in the morning. So I will see you guys next time. I appreciate everyone from TikTok, YouTube, and Twitch for jumping on with me. Thank y'all so much, and I will see y'all next time. I'm going to try to go live every single... I think Ready or Not's really fun. I'm going to try to go live every single Wednesday night and Sunday night. That's going to be my consistent schedule. So hopefully I will be live Sunday night, probably about 9 o'clock, same time as I was today. LFNR, yep, 9 o'clock Sunday is probably the next time I'll be on. I'm probably going to post an actual schedule of mine on TikTok here soon. I'll probably make like a little graphic so it's easier. But yeah, alright guys, appreciate y'all. See y'all next time.